That's a nice scoop.
Give me that.
Good stuff,
They're
Dirk.
waiting for that. They're waiting for that. We got to spread the floor, guys.
Oh, let's go. He wasn't there. He wasn't there. Oh, man. Come on.
6 seconds.
Where's my
5,
knee?
4, 3. Put it up. Put it up.
That's a foul. Yo,
Clean.
Oh,
that ain't
wow.
clean. That ain't clean.
Man, we still got a whole half of this.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Up at the forward spots, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Red Hot, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. And for Houston, the wings, Green and Brooks. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
Now the Rockets with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Another miss by Houston.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
The Rockets have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. And last season, Greg, the Rockets tied for the league's second worst record. They expect a different outcome this go-around.
Yeah, their veteran additions, headlined by Fred VanVleet, key to turning the tide, but also continued progression by their youngsters. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Red Hot, guarded by Green. Shot from 16. Red Hot, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
What an entrance to the league Jalen Green has had.
So much success early on in his career, and it was expected. He's a scoring machine. Anything he's asked to do on the floor, he can get it done.
This is his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
He's off on the first.
Very good from here. Green over 80% from the line.
And the second free throw, good. So the Warriors GA last summer deciding to maximize the Curry, Clay, Draymond timeline.
And have slowly swapped their youth for vet contributors. Sent Poole out for the veteran Paul. They know the window is closing and want one more title.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
For Houston, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And here's Green outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got 6 points.
A nice handle move there by Green.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Red Hot from 17 feet out. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Şengün throws it down.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
On the wing, Wiggins. The pass to Watkins. Puts it up. Şengün with the rebound.
Normally he drains that.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Green. It's good on the putback.
This is the energy that Green provides. Just flat out refuses to give up on any play.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Talking about the grizzled veteran Draymond Green, still such an important player in this game.
Yeah, it's just because he's so unique. He doesn't look to score very often. His main focus continues to be on defense and his playmaking ability.
So Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. It's Thompson in for Green. Here's Whitmore, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Pass to Eason. Just 4 to shoot. And it's the Warriors on the break. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Watkins. Red Hot's got 12.
With all the attention Clay gets, it can lead to open looks for others. Nice decision.
Into the lane. And it's Whitmore missing. And it's Paul with the ball for Golden State. 6-point lead. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And certainly flying under the radar this summer was Chris Paul's move to the Golden State Warriors, GA. That is a very...
Substitution on the court.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Up in the forward spots, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Curry is out there with Red Hot, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Thompson with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and the basket is good. Green's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coach has to be pleased with what Green is doing out there, playing with a ton of energy on the offensive end.
Back to Curry. Passes it to Watkins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Now that's 17 points for Red Hot. Brooks outside. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Watkins, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Tipped away. 16 feet away, and it's Golden State with another. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Golden State Warriors have made the transformation from a league doormat to an all-time champion since the turn of the century. Now, some sources say that the Warriors are the most valuable franchise in the NBA, and right there amongst the most valuable in the world. New ownership, a new arena, they've made a difference to be sure, but make no mistake, Stephen Curry has been the linchpin. Guys?
Absolutely, no doubt. DA, thank you. Now a timeout called by Houston. When you take a glance at the season and standings, Greg, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin, and that means teams still trying to establish an identity as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotations.
Jock Landale's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. It's Thompson off the drive. The Rockets with another miss.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Rockets trail by 16. Here's Watkins. Thompson with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To halt the run. Up again.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Warriors leading by 14. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Watkins and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Rockets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Thompson passes to Smith. Houston moving the ball around. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's Watkins. He drains the quick shot. Red Hot's got 30 points.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Green, the pass to Smith. And here's Thompson. Driving the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And with his movement skills.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly.
Make some noise for your Rockets Houston team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Preparing up front, Smith and Şengün. The wings, Green and Brooks. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And last season, the Warriors' so-called 2-timeline approach seemed to fall flat, didn't you think, GA?
And whether it was chemistry or younger players still growing into their roles, the Warriors are now clear. There's only one timeline, and that's Steph Curry's.
Brooks kicks to Van Vliet. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Here's Watkins. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Outside, Green. From past the arc. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Warriors leading by 18. Pass to Red Hot. Green finds Wiggins. There's the lob to the hoop.
D was too focused on Wiggins scoring. Easy give to his teammate.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Brooks against Wiggins. Şengün inside. Misses in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Red Hot, no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Golden State foul.
Rock Landale's checked in for the Rockets.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Van Vliet outside.
Substitution on the court.
Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
is red hot, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Watkins. It's rebounded by Houston. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him. Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Here he goes. Shot to stop the run, and the layup good by Şengün. Şengün's got his 2nd bucket.
The dime dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
And we've seen some pretty impressive things from Alperen Şengün.
Yeah, young fella already has a record to his name. The youngest center to get at least 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists in one game. Do you want to know who the previous record holder was, Greg? Listen, I got you. It was Shaq.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've heard some say ban charges by help.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how they get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on offense.
Oh, man. I think you saw tonight what this team is capable of when we all